Welcome back to the world at Tapir. The story thus far is that the False Sun crew have made their way to the town of Rdonis, a town given to them through a vision granted by the potion that the merchant had given y'all as a reward for solving the Cogston problem. On the way, y'all had uh, received a very interesting quest from Shex, the goblin who uh, is a purveyor of old relics. Um, and then y'all had met an interesting trio of women who had some very personal questions for y'all. But once y'all had resolved all of those, y'all had finally made it and docked on one of the few piers that are still intact. As you gaze out to the city, the ground is covered gray with ash, and a low mist hangs on the floor. You can see dozens of buildings scorched and burned. Some of them only the wooden supports remaining, charred and broken. And overgrown are trees with white bark and leaves ranging from yellows to oranges to reds, as though they're autumn, though even from this distance you can tell they are vibrant with life. The entire town seems to have a warm air to it, in contrast to the winter outside of the. So, and in the distance, you can see a one of the few buildings that still stand is a tall temple of some sort with a high bell tower.
Neat.
So, as I'll step down the gangplank onto the docks, what do y'all do?
Uh, Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. Ah,
Thinking about heading over, trying to find like the nearest store nearby the pier.
I mean, roll perception.
All right.
Well, what'd you get?
11.
I mean, all of the buildings are heavily scorched. You're pretty sure there's a pile of cinders and uh, wood that has long since been charred that may have been a store at one point.
uh,
Not
do you
likely
think
we're
there's
not
a,
going to be able to find any resources.
do you think there's anything in this town left to loot?
Captain, you want to look around?
There's always something left to loot when you think about it.
I mean,
If
that sounds
nothing
like a
else,
game
we could.
plan.
Nothing else, we could find charcoal.
That was not Silver's voice. I don't know what Sushi's voice. I don't know what voice that was. That I don't. There's always something to loot. We can look around town or that church, temple.
I wonder what happened here.
Well, maybe it has something to do with the fact that the trees are glowing.
They are glowing.
They are.
Any of you magic types know anything about that?
Someone said something about like magical radiation once, but I think that was just kind of offhand.
I think I would probably want to roll Arcana just in case.
It'd be Arcana or Nature. Anyone who wants
Okay.
to.
I just took the wrong thing.
All right, let's see if I have either
What?
of those.
Yeah,
Raise your
I'm not-
rolling with D&D Beyond?
I
Nope.
was actually trying to scroll.
I,
I
I,
hit something, but that was an 18 plus 2.
Yeah. I
30,
rolled a
20.
nat one. I rolled a nat one.
I got a
Corvus.
12.
Corvus, you don't know. You find one of the roots sticking out of the ground, and you poke it. It's really hot to the touch. You have no idea what the hell this is. What did everyone else get?
Good.
Well.
30, 20.
Alright, Raja, as you're looking at it, you've seen something similar. At one point, one of your old traveling companions had a staff that was, made out of wood that was, similar. And from what you remember, it's called Scorchwood. It's a magical wood that's been, that seems to be infused with evocation magic, and can, when processed and refined, can make a fairly solid arcane focus, as well as have other benefits. Though in its raw form, it's not the most safe to handle in regards to magical materials. It'll actively resist teleportation when it's in its raw form, for example.
I will relay this information to the others.
Huh. Hold on real quick, and Levere's going to look at his gauntlet, or at his bracer. See if he has gained a new pip. So if I remember rightly, I think your color for evocation is red, and he's already got a red pip.
Yes. Your red whip is glowing slightly, though.
Is that some kind of magic detector now?
I mean, it sort of always is. In a way.
In a way. You're silly.
And if only I can remember what glowing means. I think it means I'm near the... I think the evocation gem is here, or close, or something like that.
Okay.
Well,
No, the big gem that goes in the machines.
Well, you got the red. You got the red one when you first encountered the spider. The spider construct.
Mm-hmm. And now it's glowing.
Yeah.
Which means I'm either in the No, spider's already activated. Spider's already activated. Actually, I think there might be a trial. I think it glows when there's trial dungeons. My memory's awful. Let me roll history and see if I remember good.
Nah, it's something that you remember. The last time, the 2 times they glowed was when you were delving into the Conclave's base where they were performing the ritual and had Varen kidnapped, and the other time was in the sliding dungeon.
So there is a trial dungeon here. Or
You're
maybe
a
the
trial
whole place
dungeon.
is a trial dungeon.
Why aren't you a trial dungeon?
people can't be dungeons, or people can't be dungeons, Sushi. That would
People
be
can
silly.
go inside you.
The only people that can go inside me are fairies that have been had fairies and pixies that have had reduce cast on them. Or like a bug that I eat.
Eating
And let's
is
be
fun.
And let's be fair, or let's be clear. If a small person went into my mouth, they would probably not survive. I can eat rocks. It's probably hell in there for anything
I
alive.
can eat a lot of things too.
You can eat rotten meat, and that's your limit.
Poison. I can eat poison.
Rotten meat is poison, silly.
You
Rotten
can,
meat isn't poison, it's
you-
disease.
which you can also eat.
Yeah, but they're technically different.
Anyway,
I like pedantic
If what I-
sushi.
if what I know about evocation magic, which isn't a lot, but if what I know is right, that means if we find this dungeon and do it, I could do fireball, maybe?
Fireball.
Alright.
Imagine me being able to throw a fireball.
Alright, so where are y'all going?
I would like to go towards one of the buildings that seems not entirely burned away. You know, one that still has wall.
Alright.
See how that looks on the inside.
Alright. Roll perception.
Alright. That's +7, so let's go. That's 16.
Alright, as you're looking around, it seems that the buildings that took the most damage seem to be on the sort of northwest side, where the forest, where the town borders the forest, and as it gets further east, they're a little more and more intact. Still destroyed and ruined, but still having walls. But you do find one. What you find inside, and still on the outskirts near the pier, you find shadows on the wall made of soot that are humanoid in shape.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no.
Captain? I
Uh-huh.
have a bad feeling about this.
I
Why?
don't like this place. This is not nice.
I'm gonna like touch the soot and see if it comes off the wall. Like touch and rub.
It gets on your hand, but it's really thick on the wall. Judging by the shape, it looks like the ones near where a counter once stood intact has since collapsed, but it looks like one was like reaching over. It's as though they were caught in the middle of the transaction when they just became shadows on the wall.
Out of character, I feel like if Sushi has a bad feeling, something is fucked up about the town.
Sushi only has a
Because-
bad feeling because you have a bad feeling.
Okay, so yes, however, Sushi knows that bad shit happens when stuff like this happens.
It must have
See?
been really fast.
She's classically trained.
Well, considering the red pip glowing, I think red is evocation because most evocation spells are fire-based. Why are so many of them fire?
Why are you fire?
I'm... I'm also sleepy gas. If I ever dig deeper into my dragon lineage, you'd probably get a breath attack.
Why
What-
would you
Did that
want to
happen?
dig
Do
deeper?
kobolds get breath attacks? Anyway,
What's y'all's passive perception?
I have a passive perception of 17.
28.
Jesus.
That's the bonus
Nothing
plus
gets-
10, right?
Yes. Nothing
14.
gets past Raja. Jesus.
Yeah, Raja, your ears twitch as you hear something just outside the building. Just a small like skitter.
What do you do with that information?
You're the only one that hears it.
Hello?
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back.
Alright. So you hear skittering outside, and you're the only one that hears it.
Skittering,
What
like animal type skittering or
Yeah, a small skittering.
spider like skittering.
Depends on the size of the spider.
We're not alone. I hear something. Skittering.
Alright. I'm going to sneak towards one of the, I assume, blasted out windows.
I'm gonna pull my sword.
Some
So
of
we'll
the
get a look out.
Some of the windows are blasted out. Some of them are intact but covered in ash. You
I'm
go
gonna-
to one.
I'm gonna go to one that's been blasted out so that I can see.
Yeah.
Let me sneak on over there.
All right.
That is a dirty 20. Honestly, a terrible roll.
All right. And
Wait, hold on. Do I have... Shoot.
I mean, it has been a long rest since like.
I'm not gonna roll lucky for a 20.
All right. Well, you shuffle across,
Yeah.
trying to not leave footprints in the ash, and get right next to the window and peek out. Go ahead and roll perception.
All right. It's a 9. I rolled a 2.
You can't really see anything, though. You swear that some of the branches of one of the nearby scorchwood trees is rustling.
Damn it! It's not till next level that I get reliable talent.
Rip.
Oh, once I get to 11, if I have every single ability check that I have proficiency on, I can roll anything. I can have anything made of 9 or lower as a 10. It's gonna be so great.
What do I
minimum
get next level?
minimum 23 stealth roll. I head back towards the counter. I don't see anything. I guess it went away.
I don't.
I
think
keep my
so.
sword in my hand.
You're just gonna approach where she heard something, but she's gonna try and do so quietly and just listen to see if she can discern a bit better of what it could be.
All right, roll perception.
Okay, because she's doing it with hearing and not with sight, I'm not gonna take advantage on that. So that's a 25.
All right. As you take a moment, listen more. You hear the sound of scurrying getting further and further away, as well as like a slight chittering, a type of noise that you've heard before. It's common in forests. That is the sound of a squirrel, and that's when you realize that there's no other animal sounds.
Oh, okay. It sounds like it's getting further away. I think it might be squirrel, but I don't hear any other animal sounds. Just some chittering and
Huh. You know, I once walked past a squirrel and it just screamed at me.
Why were you passing a squirrel?
I was out for a walk.
You know, I think I met a squirrel once.
When I say it screamed, I don't mean like a human's, just like an animal scream. It would be really weird if it just sounded like a dude, though. I would be concerned.
What if
Somebody
you-
gifted a squirrel with the gift of being able to speak common, and all it uses it for is to scream.
What would you do if you met a cat and the cat could speak common, but the only thing the cat says is meow? Purr.
Voiced by
Meow.
George Takei. I love that episode.
Meow.
I love that episode of Chowder. Meow meow
I
meow
would-
meow
I
meow
would-
meow.
I would still be concerned. I would still be concerned.
Anyway, who wants
so there's squirrels in the fire tree.
to fire? Do we want to attack the fire tree?
I would recommend not doing that.
Then I cannot. I literally have no way to help you right now. In that.
Look, for all we know, we hit a tree. The thing that did that, and he points at the soot, happens again.
Let me be clear here. I am good at two things: murder and butchering people after they've been murdered.
Ain't you a princess?
You just
You should
reminded
get good
me.
at diplomacy.
I don't get good at diplomacy for two more levels. No, I
Alright,
We're
actually
just gonna
do
go
have
ahead and cast
frustration
Death Ward on herself.
Guess what?
in this
Death
situation.
Ward.
Alright.
I have all of the charisma skills other than performance. I have deception, intimidation, persuasion.
Ugh.
It has never come up.
All right. Let's head out the building.
Alright. You step back into the streets. You're still like on the dock area. These are the buildings that were closest to the docks.
All right. We got to get to that tower, I think. So we should probably start heading there. And the weir's gonna just start going.
Alright. D&D Beyond. Why you do that?
Karacia's dagger isn't like vibrating or anything, is it?
It begins to vibrate as you get as you get deeper into the town.
Does it get any warmer as we get deeper into the town?
No, actually. It's staying a bit, it's staying at a fairly comfortable, a very comfortable, temperature.
If you had to give it a Fahrenheit temperature, what would you say?
73.
So are we gonna check out the temple or?
I think the temple is the tower.
Yeah, well, the bell tower.
Is part of the temple.
Yeah.
I feel
There's
like that's
a-
where the most
There's like
interesting
a
thing is.
around here is in the tower is a library, and in the library is a map.
Listen, in my experience, this kind of thing only happens when cults happen. So, like, I feel like we need to go there.
We're going there.
Yeah.
We're already going there, Sushi.
Yeah, well, we're
We're just-
taking a circuitous
We're
route.
just gonna
and
make
I
sure to
just wanted be
stay in
sure.
the middle of everybody. Just make sure that she stays close and is keeping an eye out. Guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My dagger says we're in danger.
We're always in danger.
Like,
My sword doesn't say anything.
actively in danger. Not a passive.
As you'll get deeper into your, as you get deeper, Sushi,
Yes.
and, well, if the, alright, does a 21 hit you, Sushi, and Levere, does a 26 hit you?
Do I see it happening, or is it?
Were those advantages because of surprise?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say we can't be surprised right now.
Am I able to use my uncanny dodge?
Isn't that for dex saves?
No, it's for no, you're thinking of evasion.
Oh, okay.
Using my reaction to have the damage of an attack that I can see.
I'll allow it.
Great. But yeah, it does hit.
Okay. You're going to take, oh, that's not much. 6 points of force damage. As Reja's saying that you're actively in danger, you look around and you see a bolt of energy just slam you in the chest.
It's a glancing blow on me.
Alright, then you're going to take,
No, when you say 6, you've already halved it, right?
no. So you're gonna take 3 points. And
Alright.
Sushi, for half for glancing blow, you're gonna take a total of 4.
4 is the half.
Yeah, 4 is halved.
Okay.
So 3 for Levere, 4 for Sushi of force damage, as these bolts just slam both of you.
Yeah, well, neither of us.
I'll
are
split my
resistant to
cane.
force damage because I feel like force damage would be a slightly overpowered damage resistance if you got it. So many spells are force damage by default.
I think there's only like one thing that's completely immune to force damage. Other than like Tarrasques.
Rask?
Other than Tarrasques. I think there's like I think there's rules in there's like a rule for like I think it's some kind of animated armor.
It might be
I
some
would
kind of golem.
love to play an animated armor one of these days.
Yeah.
That'll
Y'all,
be really fun.
y'all don't know where it came from.
I'm wielding my swords.
All
I have
right.
my sword out.
Do-
Two hand.
Do y'all
The helmed horror, that's the thing.
stay put, or do y'all try to find cover, or what?
Sushi's instinct is to go into like triangle formation. You know, like everyone's poking out different directions.
All right. But
Yeah.
do y'all stay put?
Yes.
All right. Everyone else?
I stay put and I'm looking around.
All right.
Sushi and Levere back to back.
What about
Sword
Reja,
out.
Reja and Corvus?
Sushi's got his eyes on the, or Levere's got his eyes on the tree. Zip. Corvus, Reja.
Y'all just saw Sushi and Levere get smacked with a bolt of some kind of magical energy.
Sushi's looking at the bushes more than the trees.
All right, we got one looking at the trees, one looking at bushes. Yeah, as you look
On
at
that fried chicken.
the bushes, you realize the bushes are just leaves growing from the exposed roots of the trees.
Yeah, fucked up.
I don't know if that's what they're supposed to do. Do these trees have tree cancer?
Roll investigation. If you want to try to glean more about the trees.
All right, investigation, something I am not good at.
All right. In the meantime,
7.
7? You have no idea. Reja,
Hmm.
does a 16 hit? And
No.
okay. And
I really
A
gotta
tw-
start lying more. I have
a
plus
24
7 on deception checks.
24 for Corvus. Corvus.
Gunmetal.
I'm gonna assume that hits, because that would be weird if it didn't. Oh, fuck. Gunmetal, you're gonna take 10 points of force damage.
Is that max damage? Please tell me that's max damage. I can't handle.
Alright,
It not be.
someone put it in gameplay that Corvus loses 10 points of health. Or takes 10 points
me-
of force damage. However, since Levere and Sushi are actively looking out for where the bolts are coming from, I will let y'all take a perception check to try and figure out where.
Alrighty.
Yay!
That is a
perception, I'm
nat
actually
20,
lightly better.
27.
Alright, Levere, as you're scanning the area, you notice that the two bolts, you see the two bolts quickly fire from the bell tower, smacking Corvus and just narrowly missing Reja.
I've seen this anime.
It's coming from the bell tower.
I told you it was cultists. It's always cultists.
Of course it's always cultists. There's so many gods.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure.
My microphone working?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
many of us in the group are cultists, technically?
Are y'all saying this still out in the open, or are y'all taking cover?
Well, once Levere points out the thing, we're gonna run towards the tower, trying to
Okay.
take cover, because the closer we are to the tower, the harder it'll be to shoot from it.
Alright.
I'm gonna be getting closer to the tower, but like ducking between buildings,
Alright.
or more accurately, ducking between rubble.
Yeah. There are a few buildings that are intact. As you go into one, you do find that there is a corpse that isn't burned. Yeah, there's one that's not burned, but it is currently, like, impaled on the tree branches. and a pile of blood, or a puddle of blood covering the floor. Through its mouth, a branch grows that has already started sprouting leaves.
Alright, Levere's gonna go over to the corpse and like do a quick medicine check. Maybe see how long it's been dead. 13. Which honestly, pretty decent for a -1 roll.
Hard to tell. It could be anywhere from like a few days to like a month.
Well, I mean, it'd probably be... If it's been a month, it'd probably be pretty rotten.
Does it look desiccated?
Is it dried out at all? Or does it look like it is wet?
It is... It is...
Like, touching it, does the skin feel tight?
Yes.
You said there was a tree growing out of it. Is it one of the fire trees?
Yes.
Yes.
It is one of the scorchwood trees.
If I pick the corpse up, are the roots attached to the ground?
Yes. Well, no. Breaking through the wall.
But the root, like, is it a little tree or is it just a part of a bigger tree?
It's part of a bigger tree.
Right, so this guy came here after the events. But it also looks like these things can grow violently.
Why can't we ever go and meet, like, a friendly cult?
Well, we have. We call those religions.
Just because it's not officially recognized by the states doesn't mean that they're not going to be friendly.
Well, okay, I mean, we ran into those kobolds that are with that, like, cult of the one wing or whatever.
I mean, like,
They
I
weren't like...
grew up going to a
Our
cult.
group, honestly.
Alright, well, welcome back, Corvus. Don't forget to mark down your 10 force damage.
Corvus is in a cult.
It's not, honestly, still communicating with my goddess.
Just because...
Cultists communicate with their gods.
Look, you are literally a part of a mystery cult. Just because it's a part of a greater religion doesn't mean it's not still a mystery cult.
You are kind of in, like, the vaguely upper echelons of it, Corvus. That is... You wear robes. I think that's what makes it a cult. I think it's the robes.
She has,
All
like,
the
a
cults have
spooky
robes.
mask thing. I mean, like, does that not scream cult to you? Spooky masks?
Your familiar looks to you and
they're very masquerade, honestly.
your
Very...
Sushi, your familiar like gets a pensive look and says, "The cult that kidnapped your captain, your former captain, wore masks."
Hey, look, you
They
have
also
a
had
mask.
robes. They also
Kind
had
of.
robes.
She just, like, pokes at her familiar's little skull face. See, you kind of have a mask.
I think it's masks and robes. Anyway, we need to get closer to that tower.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Let me do a quick,
Survival would be to see how far away it is.
No, I want to see if this corpse has anything on him.
Oh, okay.
What would that be?
Investigation.
Nat 20.
Alright. It seems like most of what it had was picked dry. However, you do find something on its hand. A ring that depicts a tree with roots curling around a few gems.
All right. I will slide that off of his finger, and we're not in like a huge rush. I'll spend like 10 minutes using the investigation lens to see if it's magic.
The identifying lens?
Yeah, I said investigation, didn't I?
Yeah.
The identification lens.
You don't. It does not detect as magic. However, what you do see is it's almost like still images, but sort of like in a 3D space, but it's got a grainy sort of look to it. You see this human being presented this ring and standing with several others in robes, next to a dwarf, a tabaxi, a copper dragonborn, an elf, and then it like zooms out. You see many more, and then you see a small handful coming to this island, wandering through, getting caught off guard by blasts from the bell tower. This one gets hit in the chest after taking serious damage, and as he bleeds out, wanders over to the wall and dies until the tree grows through the wall into the corpse and lifts him up. Though it is not magic, you do still get information from it.
Wait a minute. Am I able to, like... Lavir's gonna, like, with his other hand, like, grab the lens and, like, twist to see if he can rewind it?
Doesn't work like that.
Nah.
Why?
We've encountered a copper dragonborn before. We've killed a copper dragonborn before. A dragonborn who is in a cult about trees.
Wasn't there that one with the big, the world tree or something? Is that the one you mean?
Yeah, the ones that were trying to kidnap the child. If I take the lens away and look back at it, does it start the presentation over?
No.
Shoot.
I mean, you could try another 10 minutes. You
I'm not gonna spend another 10 minutes doing this.
Yeah. It's
I'm gonna.
that's the way that's the way
Lavir has the magic notebook, but he also does have a regular notebook, and he has sketched down the symbol for that cult.
Yeah.
Does it resemble anything on the ring other than tree?
Yes. Both of them are trees whose roots wrap around gems. It's not the same, like, the roots don't necessarily go in the same pattern, but it is the same motif.
Alright, and could I get the name of that cult, actually?
The Roots of Yggdrasil.
The Roots of Yggdrasil.
Yes.
It seems this town may have been the location of the Roots of Yggdrasil. A cult-based earlier
no,
in their adventures.
No, what the vision showed you was them arriving at the town and getting caught off guard by the blast from the bell tower.
So, fighting.
Been a meeting place of the Roots of Yggdrasil.
Cult versus cult. Be a very funny version of Spy versus Spy.
It'd just be the same, but they're wearing robes instead of suits.
Yeah, but like canonically, they would be different guys each time.
I mean, canonically, I've
Right.
already had a cult versus cult in this campaign, the Conclave versus the Covenant.
True. But they were secretly the same cult. They just didn't know.
Yeah. Just like red versus blue.
I against I and me against you. God,
God, I miss Rooster Teeth.
I need to rewatch Red versus Blue.
Yeah. Same.
I didn't see any of the season that didn't have the Reds and Anyway, okay, so looks like the Drizzle were exploded, and this guy's from them.
You
So
cut
that means
out.
one less. Oh, all right. How about now? Am I good?
You're good.
All right. Looks like the roots of Yggdrasil had a meeting here, and then they exploded, which is good. Right.
Well, no, it was the energy. It wasn't an explosion. It was the magic. It was the bolts that caught them off guard. The same ones that hit y'all. Not a explosion.
All right.
Sorry, just trying to make as. Just trying to clarify to avoid misconceptions.
All right. Let me edit that in the notes then.
What'd you say?
I'm just doing note stuff. All right. Okay. This guy got killed by a single bolt. What a loser. What a plebe.
I mean, I'm assuming he might have been civilianish type or very weak.
Well, in that case, I guess he didn't join the cult for power. All right. Let's get on out of here and closer to the tower.
All right.
Let's start running.
Go ahead and
Hmm.
roll survival real quick, just to see how far you are from the tower.
All right, -1. Let's go. 4.
Flat 0. Let's go. 2.
It's
It's a little far. It's a bit far, huh?
yeah. It's
Right.
it's a few blocks.
Yeah.
It's quite a few blocks. I mean, if it weren't for the the attacks coming down.
If it weren't for the attacks coming out every time we poke our heads out, maybe we'd have a better chance of finding out exactly how far.
All right.
I
So
can't believe I got lower than you.
so how are y'all gonna do it? Y'all gonna try and run fast and hope to not get hit, or you could try and stealth, or what?
Naruto run.
If we were Naruto
I
run,
got a
the bullets
survival
can't
of
hit
2.
us.
Naruto run.
Oh, that'd be an
All right.
athletics.
Naruto
Wait,
run.
okay.
I'll roll
Wait,
athletics.
if you're doing that,
Wait, I have an idea.
What's your idea before I start running really fast?
I can do pass without a trace, and we can just kind of sneak along the building, the rubble. Go in
Does that
between
make
them.
us invisible?
No,
but
it just makes us easier to
us-
hide.
Yeah.
It
'Cause,
cloaks
like-
us within the shadows.
Because, like, the problem is mostly that they're looking at us.
We can try it, and if it's able to detect us through that, then we run. Sound like a
So
plan?
we're not Naruto running.
We're Naruto running if it still fires at us, even if we're hiding.
All right.
Okay.
All
And
right.
it's great because as a rogue, I can use an action and a bonus action to dash twice.
As you cast Pass Without a Trace, the low-hanging mist sort of clings to you, and the ashes sort of like your footprints in the ashes become lighter. As you become just a tad more proficient in the stealth department. Go ahead and make a group stealth check. I'll be averaging your rolls.
Let's 10 to Dex. Also, who's really bad at stealth? I can make you better at it.
You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
give me advantage because I already have them balanced out.
No, not advantage.
No,
Bardic
but
inspiration.
No,
Oh.
I can give advantage to one person.
Ah.
So what was the initial thing that? What was the bonus from Pass Without a Trace
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
to the stealth roll?
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
We're doing a group stealth roll, so everybody needs to roll stealth.
23.
I'm gonna assume that Katya came with, so I'll just give it to her.
I'm
Advantage.
gonna use lucky for the funnies. I want to see if I can roll better than a combination 32.
Biddy, I hate you.
No, I didn't. I rolled lower that time. So 32 for Levere.
33.
23.
23, 33,
All right, and Corvus.
32.
Corvus,
Yeah.
what's your stealth?
Corvus rolls a 20.
You got a 20?
Wait. I rolled a 10 just now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
pass
stealth.
without a trace.
Pass
Pass
without-
without a trace, you silly
Yeah.
boy.
Pass Without a Trace gives you a plus 10 to stealth.
Nice.
You could have
Nice.
Raja could give you advantage if you want.
I mean,
Maybe.
probably.
Roll better than a 3.
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
moment for that has already passed. That would be
Yeah.
for before the rolls
Fine.
Mm.
actually happen.
We're-
But
Hey.
Yeah, and I already gave it to
Yeah.
Katya if she's here.
y'all managed to stick close to the buildings, staying out of the line of sight of the bell tower for a few hundred feet. You're standing about the bell tower is about 40 feet high, and you're about 600 feet away from it, and from here, Raja, with your passive perception, you can see there is something or someone up there. Can't really tell from this distance, though, the actual details, because it's too far away to make out any true details.
I hope Katya gets here soon.
Yeah. And you can pull up her character sheet because she has it on public. It looks like it's a plus 11.
Plus 11. Okay, I'll roll a couple d20s for that then.
Okay.
Best roll is a 7, so 7 plus 11 is 18, plus 10 is 28.
Yeah. Y'all are good. So, what do y'all do? Y'all are about
I guess we just continue to sneak towards the tower until we get spotted and then just run
Alright.
if we get spotted.
Alright, let's Sorry, I have to pull out the hypotenuse calculator to figure out the actual
What if even with those like super high rolls, it's been rolling at disadvantage because of distance? I
Alright.
don't think spells have that kind of thing, though.
Yeah. All right. So you are about 600 feet away, apparently. Apparently, at this range, the height really doesn't make that much of a difference at this distance. Yeah, you're about 600 feet away from the base of the tower.
Cool. Just keep sneaking then.
All right. Go ahead and roll another group stealth check for the next 300 feet.
All
Give
right.
Katya advantage again.
All right, let's roll
that's nat
2d20 for
20.
Katya. Katya rolls a total 29 for Katya.
So I guess that's a total of 33 if we still have.
I just got a 12, so I only got 2 more than before.
I roll a pitiful total of 25.
All right.
36.
So 36, 25, 26. Wait. Shit. What are all the numbers?
Okay, Katya rolls 5, but Katya rolls 26.
All right. 26,
I roll 25.
25. Rachel rolled 30. What?
36.
36. All right. What did Sushi get?
33.
All right.
I rolled a nat 20.
And Corvus?
Corvus rolled a 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all make your way through the next 600 feet or so, or 300 feet or so, as you're getting up close, taking your time, being stealthy. As you get closer, the dagger vibrates more and more.
Useful tool, that.
It's still too far to see what is up in the bell tower with your from this distance. But as you do, as you get close, you can see that. Actually, go ahead and roll. You are able to see the markings on the temple. So if y'all want to try and identify who it's to, go ahead and roll religion.
Five. Levere doesn't know.
Natural 1.
15.
Listen, Rage, it happens to everybody.
It
That's
does.
a total of 3. That's a total of 3.
Yeah.
15.
I have no idea.
It happens to everyone, Rage. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, y'all have no idea what it could be. There's too much soot and
Aw, you got 15.
Maybe if the cleric rolled.
yeah, there's too much
Roll what? Roll what specifically?
Religion,
Religion.
please.
Okay.
You gotta pay attention, man.
I only rolled a 9. I'm rolling really low on this dice roller. Just gonna probably switch up to the Discord one now.
Yeah, none of y'all can tell what it is. From the distance, the symbol just looks like a leaf. But well, it's a leaf that is that has the where the veins of the leaf are in gold.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Fancy.
veins and stem. But it's hard to.
Some sort of fancy.
Yeah.
Fancy with temple.
All right. So, as y'all make your way back to the or as y'all make your way towards it, go ahead and roll one more group stealth check.
I dropped the thing.
And again, with advantage for Katya. So I have to do that every time after she. I think I have to. Since she
Alright.
used it.
Let's roll 2d20 for Katya. Hey, okay, 19 plus 11 is 30, so Katya rolls a 40.
Nice. Katya is absolutely silent.
21.
Is that with pass without a trace?
Nope, this time with pass will be 31.
Okay, that's better.
Man, I'm gonna have to change my dice. I'm rolling like ass. 17, so that's 27 for Levere.
Another
Alright.
nat 20.
Nice.
25.
25. Raja
Oh,
got the
32.
lowest.
I'm switching my dice.
Same.
Yeah.
This is the one that gave me the 4 natural 20s the other day too.
You used all your luck points on it.
Apparently.
The dice are tired.
I wish these dice could. I wish some of the dice that I had didn't have all their sound effects and shit.
Oh, I just mute the site altogether.
Also, all the effects that it gives, it lags it out.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Y'all managed to sneak your way all the way through, managing to get to the doors of this temple. And there you can see engraved on the doors represent the doors have a mighty oak carved into it, and there is elven writing along the trunk of the carved oak tree on the door.
Wait, hold on. I know what to do. I saw this in a book once. Friend,
There's no.
he says, stretching his arms out in front of the door.
Do you try to open the door as you do?
No.
Alright, there's no effect.
Well, I guess you can't believe everything you see in a book.
I'll try to open the door.
The door seems to not budge. It's apparently barricaded from the inside.
Can anyone speak Elven?
No,
Not
not me.
speak Common, Draconic, Infernal, Undercommon.
Corvus, can you speak Elven?
No.
What about Sylvan?
Sylvan.
Is it? I know they use the same script.
Well, I think Elvish is a descendant of Sylvan.
Yeah, Sylvan's like the old stuff.
Well, Sylvan is the Fey language, and Elvish is descended from them
Let me
because
look
they
at-
used to be Fey slaves.
I'm looking at Katya's sheet to see if she knows it. She does not.
She does not.
But then what species hasn't been someone's slave at some point in the history? Humans. The answer is humans.
No, humans have been enslaved. By other humans.
The pirate king of the Pelcroft was literally known for killing slavers and freeing people. And
Yeah, but
she is
the
a human.
humans have never, as a race, been enslaved. Like
Oh,
the whole
okay.
human species enslaved. Elves used to be enslaved by Fae. Orcs also used to be enslaved by Fae.
Yeah, no, I see what you
Kobolds were
mean.
enslaved by dragons. You know, it's a whole thing.
Mm.
Also,
Sure
y'all,
it is.
y'all,
We were employed.
also y'all met a few humans that were enslaved by the Yuan-ti.
Yeah, but like anyone can be enslaved. It's not a skill. We can do it right now.
No, we can't. I don't want. We met the Pirate King, and I don't want her to kill me.
What if we just do it for like a couple hours at a time, Levere.
Not the kind of thing you do in public.
So what do y'all do?
I'm gonna look around. Are there any windows?
Yeah, there are.
Are
But
there any windows that I can look inside?
yes, you do find one that is boarded up. The glass has been blown out and it's been boarded up from the inside, but there are a few gaps that you can peek through.
Alright. Rub his hand together. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
You
He
appear.
points in.
You appear inside. It seems that the pews of the temple have been pushed towards the door to barricade it. And you also see a corpse in the middle of the room, and a bag off to the side of it tossed. And it looks like a few of the pews have been like ripped apart to use their wood for barricading the windows. And there,
So can you open the door, or should I start
Direct-
casting
and there-
spells?
What direction is the glass blown?
uh,
Inward or out?
depends on the window. It seems to have been blown from the. It seems to have been blown from the northwest, where the forest is.
Alright. Forest is definitely dangerous.
Yes. So the ones on the western side had windows blown in. The ones on the eastern side had windows blown out.
Right, okay. If only I had a crowbar. Hey, Sushi. Levere gets up against the boarded up window.
You want the crowbar?
Yeah, can I have the crowbar?
I'll just like pass it through.
Alright, I'm gonna start trying to remove the boards from that window.
All right, roll strength with advantage because that's how crowbars work.
Alright, strength with
Why not
advantage.
just get the pews away from the doors?
Because that, for one, very heavy. For two, very loud.
I could use
Hey,
L.
16.
All right, yeah, you managed to get a few of the boards off, enough for the others to crawl in.
If some of the
We're all
boards from the
pretty
lower
short.
bits of the window.
It doesn't take that many boards taken off.
Yeah.
Alright. And I'll use my foot to like gently sweep glass away from the floor.
Yeah.
Use the crowbar to knock any remaining glass in the window out.
You use the board. You place the boards on the floor to provide a safe walking path.
Yeah.
All right, jump and roll.
I mean-
Jump and roll.
All right. So as you're in here, there is a corpse in the center of the room, surrounded in a puddle of dried blood. And there is a door behind the what's the thing that is, what's the stand that they make the speeches at?
The pulpit.
Lectern.
Yeah, the lectern. There's a door behind the lectern that is partially off the hinges, and you can see a stairwell going up. A spiral stairwell going up.
Cool. I'm gonna check the corpse.
The corpse is about as fresh as the previous corpse. It is wearing. It appears to be a halfling, and it is wearing simple leather armor, though it does have another one of those rings. And his bag is tossed to the side.
I'll search the bag.
All right, roll investigation.
I would have
we go.
investigated it myself, but I figure might as well not touch the corpse when that's just me in here.
All right, what'd you get?
6.
6?
I'm not good at this.
You overturn the bag and a bunch of stuff falls out.
Live your face on, so I'm getting a phone call.
Ooh, shiny.
What? I mean, there is shinies. There's about 20 gold that clatters to the ground, as well as about 16 silver, as well as a few branches, scorchwood branches, a piece of paper, and a few material components.
I'll scoop up the 20 gold.
All right. And the 16 silver?
Sure.
Alright. So
Wait, I'm back.
go ahead and add that to your inventory.
I have.
Good. Alright. So,
What were the other things in addition to the branches and the spell components? There was one other thing.
yeah, a piece of paper.
I'm gonna pick up the paper and look at it.
It is you're familiar with this. It is a sea charge. It shows an island surrounded by what looks to be an absolute maze of dangerous reefs and rocks.
Huh, looks like they're trying to get there too.
Cult race.
Well, it's a good
Like
thing they
wacky
died.
races, but
It's a good thing they died before they found a map with the chart written out. Chart coursed.
come on, we can do culty races. It's like wacky
course
races,
charted.
but more blood sacrifice.
What's the name of that island again?
Muliath. It's the Isle of Muliath.
Alrighty.
You
Okay.
Lieth.
Muliath.
How about me, Lieth?
All right.
Huh. So they were here for the same reason we are.
Because your friend told us to come here?
I wouldn't say Mal's a friend.
Mal told you to come here.
Well, no, Mal told me about Muliath. The merchant gave me a potion that gave me a vision of here.
Would you call the merchant a friend?
No.
I feel like you are insulting the people that help us.
Not everyone who helps you is a friend.
Why not?
Because some people have more ulterior motives than just being a good person.
Do you not?
No, I have my own ulterior motives.
Do you? Sushi's
My motives
like,
just
looking
happen
at-
to. My motives just happen to mostly align with doing the right thing.
Sushi's just like looking at Lavere confused, like you're doing things because they're good. I don't feel like I even know you.
No, I do what I want. It's just that I tend to do quote the right thing.
I don't. Nobody ever thinks what I do is right. Sushi's just making those like trauma jokes. It's like, No one's ever thought what I did was right.
So,
Anyway,
what do y'all do?
it's,
I guess we should investigate the tower.
yeah, let's go towards that door.
Yes.
All right, it's
Door,
a
door, door.
it's a spiral stairway leading up to the bell tower.
Tower, 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 tower.
As you reach the top of the bell tower, you look around and you can see that there is the large bell and and a telescope up here, standing on a tripod and looking out upon the town. You can see pretty much the whole town and a decent chunk of the forest from here. Most noticeably is a few miles into the forest, there is a massive scorchwood tree. Like, big enough that even from this distance, it is considered big. Towering over a decent chunk of the forest.
All right, goes in the notes as a few miles into the forest, there's a huge scorchwood tree. Things like the size of a mountain, goddamn.
Yeah, kinda. About the size of a small mountain. Think
Did
like...
we get to the top of the tower, or
Yes, you
Yes.
are.
We are on the
so
top of
what's
the tower.
shooting us?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Yeah, there's something firing at us from up here. Look around.
16.
18. Still lower than Raja's passive. With her freakish, all-seeing eyes.
What's your passive?
My passive is 17.
No,
I rolled an 18.
Raja's.
Raja's passive is like 24 or whatever.
28.
Alright, Raja,
Freakish. Freakish.
as y'all are going in the room, you hear a very slight... Actually, no, you don't. You hear, like, a tap on the... coming from the top of the bell. Like, the sound of, like, fingernails just ever so slightly moving alongside the metal of the bell. And you look up and you can see that hiding in the shadows at the top of the bell tower, there is some sort of owl.
There's an owl.
Well, it's an owl the size of a person, I should clarify.
A big owl?
As you say that, he says, Well, he doesn't say it. He just grunts and stands up tall. You can see now that it's an Aarakocra, though
Aarakocra.
one wing seems to be in a splint. And he
Wait, what?
he wields a staff made of scorchwood, and he says, I will not go with you. You need to leave now if you value your life.
Who said anything about going with us?
Well done. Do you mean that in like
Wait.
a warning way or a threat way?
Both. If you
Hold
do
up.
not leave now, I will kill you. If you linger in the town, they will kill you. And he gestures towards
They?
the forest.
Hold up. You need saving there, buddy.
I do
I'm
not
not
need
considering-
saving.
Would you accept a heal?
Honestly, I feel like you're unwilling to like want rescue, but you need rescue.
You're not
Well,
the.
look, if he doesn't,
I am
if he wants
familiar
to
with
stay here,
your
he can stay
kind.
here.
I am familiar with
Our
your kind.
kind?
Yes. I saw you.
You're racist?
No. No, not
I
like
mean,
that.
she's also a bird, so like
If you come to take our branches, then just go and leave. But I am not going
Well, we're not
with
here
you.
for branches. We're not here for
Lies.
branches.
Lies.
No, we're here for a sea map.
So we're,
didn't you say we got the sea map?
if you have the sea map, then why are you still here?
Because you were shooting at us.
Because I value my own life.
We're not here to kill you. If you're worried about that cult, we're not with them. We have fought them before.
Uh-huh.
Roll persuasion.
Yeah, no, we're part of different cults.
We're not in a cult.
Roll
They're
persuasion.
not.
Princess.
I
Do
smack
not- do
sushi
not
upside
try
the
to confuse-
head.
do
Lavir,
not confuse-
Lavir, roll persuasion.
23, not 20.
He
Why
gla-
am I never the one that rolled?
he glares at y'all
Because
and
I'm
looks.
the captain.
He glares at y'all, looks you up and down. He stays at the top of the bell and says, "And why should I believe that you're truthful about facing down with the cult before? What do you know about them?"
Because hold on, just give me hold on. Are you gonna be weird if I do like a thing? Because it's where I'm keeping the proof.
If you aim anything
Really?
towards me, then I
It's
will
not
be
aiming
prepared.
towards you. No, I have like a key that opens a door.
He glares his eyes and he points his staff at you and is prepared if you try anything funny.
All right.
Like
I pull my
distinguishing markers
key
on
out
them?
and hold. I pull out my key and I hold it in the air for 30 seconds and then open the door.
Yeah?
And then I take out because it is an oxygen-free environment, not gross heads of those cultists.
Didn't y'all
'Cause
toss
we-
those in the ocean?
I think we tossed the bodies. I don't remember. Do we keep the heads?
We kept some heads. I just don't remember which heads.
I think we kept.
The Tabaxi and the Dragonborn then would be, if y'all did keep the heads.
No, I mean we kept some heads from some people at some point
I know that
over the course of our adventure.
I know that y'all did grab the heads of the roots in order of the two root members to
Wait,
interrogate.
I kept the whole bodies.
Yeah, but you cut off the heads to interrogate them.
All right, hold on. I'm searching through. Just typing in head. Hold on.
Look
At
up
sea.
root.
No. Burial. No.
Captain.
I'll say that you do have the heads, since I'm pretty sure you cut off the heads and tossed the bodies into the ocean. Because you did because you only needed the heads for interrogation, because y'all had speak with dead.
Maybe, but if we
Yeah.
did, then we never interrogated them because
No, y'all did.
we're
We did
stupid.
interrogate them.
That's
No,
how-
we have interrogate. Hold on, that's how I can search.
Yeah, because that's how y'all learned that they were called the roots of Yggdrasil.
No, I mean like we didn't interrogate them again. or
Oh.
anything. But it's
Dragonborn.
not like okay, no, but genuine question:
Huh.
how are you going to prove that the heads are of who you claim they are?
As you pull,
Well,
I thought
in the vision I saw this one, and I pulled the Dragonborn head out of there.
as you pull it out, he does glide. He winces as he glides, and when he lands, he clutches his broken wing, and then walks over towards you and examines the head and says, "Yes, I do. It was the Dragonborn head you pulled out."
Yep.
Yes, I remember her. She was firing at me with crossbows.
she was female.
Yes.
She's
How
the
can
one
you
that.
tell?
She was the one that. I have very good eyes. I could.
No, I mean like literally. How can you tell?
It's about the
What is
facial
the-
structure.
Distinguishing feature on a dragonborn.
Facial structures.
Is it the
Typically-
same as kobolds?
Typically softer than than my
Yes, she's the one that clipped my wing. I wish I could have gotten her, but I only managed to take down 2 of them before they retreated.
Get this. This bitch and the tabaxi and one of the tabaxi ones tried to kidnap a 5-year-old.
They also tried to take me once they learned that my magic comes from my blood.
Yeah, she was also a sorcerer.
No. That magic was not
Well-
sorcery.
No, the kid.
Oh!
The kid that they kidnapped.
So then, they're targeting sorcerers.
Yep, they want your magical blood.
Well,
Well, not yours in particular.
All I can assume is that they want to use the blood of water a tree?
Probably.
Probably.
not one of these trees.
They're called the
I don't
roots
know.
of Yggdrasil. Their symbol is a tree. I can only assume they're using magic blood to water a tree.
To what end?
Mm.
World domination?
Fucking hell.
It's usually world domination.
It's
Between-
not always world domination.
I didn't say always, I said usually.
Between them and the druids, I am sick and tired of people messing around with magic trees.
Well, good thing we don't fuck with trees. I have never fucked a tree.
Then why are there
They get-
branches poking out of your bag? And he gestures to the branches
There-
y'all took from the person downstairs.
We did
Oh,
not
there's-
take those.
What?
They're- We left them.
genuinely
Oh,
never picked
I
them
thought-
up.
I thought you said you took them.
No.
Okay.
She
we
just took the
literally
gold,
just
I
took
took
the
the
gold.
map.
Okay,
And
then
then
never mind.
crap.
Then never mind. He doesn't say that. That was on me.
Mm.
No, I mean, I was going to, and then I didn't think to.
yeah.
We
Ah,
genuinely
Smoke.
didn't pick those up.
well, he hands the head back to you and says, "Well, I'm glad that she finally got her comeuppance."
Oh, yeah. Dump your body at sea.
Good. Hopefully it freezes.
Also, I
That's
took
pretty-
her crossbows.
See, the thing is, burial at sea is actually a pretty respectful way to do a burial. I don't.
Well, it wasn't exactly a burial at sea. We didn't give them any, we didn't give a eulogy or anything.
I would have
I mean,
loved to
like,
see her body splat on the ice. That would have been very cathartic.
Ah,
There
no,
was no ice.
this was months ago. It was like summer.
No, she came here 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
What?
ago.
2 weeks ago with the others.
What? We killed her like
Maybe she's a twin.
8 months? 8,
Twins?
9,
It was about 6 months ago.
6 months.
No, wait, actually,
it
actually
was,
no,
in the,
it was 4 months ago.
it was in the summer. Or
Tail end of summer.
It's like it's like the tail end of summer. It was just starting to cool down.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. I saw you.
We already
Or-
god, we already dealt with time bullshit like a month ago.
Regeneration, maybe.
No.
Resurrection?
They would have had to find the body.
No. There's that one spell where people
That's
They, like,
true
cut off-
resurrection.
they
Well,
cut off a piece of your corpse and then they put it in a bottle and they keep it, and then you regenerate from there.
how long does that take to do?
I don't know. I'm not a necromancer.
That's fair. Neither am I.
I'm more of a tale romancer.
Well, ew. So what?
Gross.
Fine. If you
Solid
back
joke.
back to business. If you're only here for the sea chart, then I suggest you find it and leave before nightfall.
All right, goodbye.
Wait, what happens at nightfall? Do the trees like explode?
No, but the power of the
Do they
druids
stab
come.
people?
Power of the druids begin to wander.
Now that you mention it, we did notice a squirrel earlier.
If you see it again, sorry.
Kill it?
Yes, that could be one of them. It could be a wild shape.
So this wood is expensive, right?
It was the primary export of this town, though there was an exclusionary contract with only a select few people. They it was a deal we had made with the druids that governed the Cinder Grove, but it was a way to continue harvesting its lumber without over harvesting. You understand?
Sustainable lumber.
Yes, but I don't know what happened. About 6 months ago, they blew up they burned down the mayor's home, and then that kick-started a massive fight. And we thought we cleared them all out, and then one day it was just a flash, and the town just became like this. I was at sea when it happened. Immediately turned my ship around to see. Well,
Yeah.
but if you stay until night,
Yeah.
the plants, the trees, they like to, well,
All right.
grow.
Wander?
Not wander, but they are. The druids are likely still alive in some aspect, because they sometimes the fruits, the trees drop fruits which become things if there's anyone nearby. And they hunt.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my watch.
Yeah?
What time is it?
Right now it's about noon, though the sky is still dark with a cloud of ash and soot lingering over the area.
Ha! Good thing I got my watch. Hard to tell the time with just the sky.
Yes, it's been like that ever since.
Hmm.
No
Well, all right.
snowfall, no
Well,
rainfall.
have a good day. Have a good night. We'll see you later then.
Oh, we did unbarricade one of the windows to get in, so you'll probably want to like reboard that.
Damn it. Okay, I'll deal with that.
I'm gonna be
Are
honest.
you
I
sure?
Orbs did that, so
Sir, are you sure that you just want to be by yourself right now?
Yes.
Look, it's
Like-
home.
If you had seen your town get burned and you were the last one left, would you leave it, or would you rather stay and
if I saw my town burn and I was the last one left, dollars to donuts, I'd be the one who had burned it.
What's $1?
What's a
honestly,
donut?
I didn't mean.
Oh, it's a fried pastry.
Oh, that sounds
All right,
Very
delicious.
fine.
sweet.
Coppers to crepes.
Coppers. Oh yes, coppers to crepes is a normal phrase. All right.
See, that sounds good.
No, I would rather stay here and die on my own terms rather than abandon my home.
I didn't mean about
Hmm.
like leaving, even though you were quite obviously rejecting it. I mean, I mean, wouldn't it be better to like have someone like try to help you out with like whatever you need to do? You know, like isn't it kind of painful just being alone? Though you lost so many.
Well, I'm not sure what you could do to help. Unless you can fix the druid's fuckery.
Have you ever considered being a warlock?
He casts he does some hand moves and shoots a bolt of force at the out of his staff to hit the bell and make it ring. But you do recognize the hand gestures. He casts Eldritch Blast.
Levere holds the sides of his head.
My magic comes from my blood, but I have also made a few deals.
Alright, cool. What you need to do is figure out a way to, like, get a familiar, and then you won't go crazy.
I'm not crazy.
You're a little bit crazy. You're firing at random people.
I was firing at interlopers in my home, who I was convinced were here to take me for my magic blood. Because that's what happened a couple weeks ago. Well, they didn't. They came here to grab the wood, and that's why I fired on them from there. But when they learned about me, then they tried to take me for my blood.
And I also took that sea chart.
Well, yes, that too.
I'm just saying, like, you're not giving the best impression to people who might want to move back into town.
They got
This
here
is
while
no
we were on our way here.
This is no place to move in right now. The trees are still growing. Come here, look
You
at
don't
this.
want to revitalize your community?
Look at this. And he gestures you to come to the telescope.
Alright.
He
Am I tall enough to reach the telescope?
he grabs over a piece of rubble and lets you use it as a step stool. But he aims it to the eastern side of the town, and you can see that he zooms in. This telescope has really good range, and he zooms in.
I look through with my spyglass.
Yeah. At the eastern.
It's not as close, but I get the idea.
At the eastern edge, you can see the ground is slightly disturbed, and after a while, you can see a root like beginning to poke up through. And he says, "Every day the forest spreads. Like this place is dangerous, and it is consuming the land. All right, this is currently no place for people to move in."
Well, I mean, like, whatever. We're not gonna move in, so it's not our problem.
What's the full name of the institute again?
Institute of Ioun?
Right. Would you
Do
like
they
for
have
us
a
to
cult?
spread- They're a religion.
They probably have a cult, though, like a mystery cult, dedicated to librarians.
That's what the religion is.
But they hide the secrets of librarianism.
Well, no, you went into you could go into the library. They just have a restricted section, which is normal for a library.
And not only that, we have access to the restricted section.
Limited access, but yes.
We have friends in the Institute of Ioun. Would you like for us to let them know about what's going on here?
Do you think any of them would be able to fix it?
I think some of them are druids. They could probably get in and talk.
I do not trust any druids after what happened.
Druids
get
are
that.
just tree cultists. It's fine.
I mean, I agree with that.
You know, I get that. I respect it. But also, if anyone's going to be able to talk to the druids, it's probably going to be a druid. I don't think they would take too kindly to just a rowdy team of adventurers wandering into the woods trying to find their grove.
We have no reason to do that anyway. So let's go
I mean, other than
home.
being nice, but
Well, we don't even know how many survived. We did, in the war, we thought we had killed them all.
Why
But
would
apparently we
want
were
to-
wrong.
Rolf?
Wrong.
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 Need to get your ears clean, Sushi.
Well, they don't make big enough Q-tips.
Alright. Well, if you're gonna leave, then please do.
All right. Do you have like a zip line we can take, or
No.
so we
Just
have to go
stairs like a
back
normal
through
person.
No Man's Land?
He, looks out at the
He was the
telescope.
one firing at us. He knows that we're cool, so he's not going to fire at us as
Shit.
You sure?
He's looking through the telescope, and then he gets an angry look on his face and fires out. You can see that his bolt goes about 1,200 feet before hitting a wall. He says, "Yes."
Do you want Corvus to heal you before we go, or you can die better?
If you want.
I very much do want to help you out, sir. Oh, what was your name?
he hasn't told us.
I'd rather not tell you. We are not acquaintances.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and
Mr.
Yeah.
Owl.
No!
Sure, now.
If you do that, I will
As a
fire on you
character.
as you leave. Yeah, as you head back to your
Out of
ship.
character.
Yeah, I know.
You know what?
I can't take it.
Are you fine with like a nickname,
Yours.
sir? Since you don't want to disclose your actual name to us?
I think the term is alias.
Yeah.
Nicknames are given to friends.
Yes.
Okay, alias.
All right. What would one such of yourself apply as an alias to me?
Alright,
You have
What
one
about
chance.
Quiver? What
What?
about Quiver?
I'm
Quiver.
I'm not an archer. I don't have arrows. The only arrow I have is the one that clipped my wing, and that was a bolt.
Okay.
My
Sorry
vote
about
is
that.
Jeff.
No.
No.
Aw.
All right, leave. Leave before my hospitality runs dry.
Alright.
I'm Mr. Owl, sir.
Don't
No,
call him that.
No, he doesn't
All right,
want that.
I
wouldn't
I'm
be.
gonna call you Bubbo.
No.
I'm just
Bye,
gonna
No.
start pushing everyone
Yeah.
but Corvus out.
Yeah.
Corvus, heal him and let's go.
Goodbye, Mr. Bubbo Scandalous.
No.
Smack Cor- Do you want him to fire on us as we're leaving?
I'm just gonna say.
Just heal him.
Alright, I'll go ahead and do like a cure wounds.
All right.
I'll do a little 3-1 for him.
All right. How much do you heal?
I'm healing him. Ooh, for 23.
Ooh, that's pretty hefty. As you place your hands on his wing, he winces a bit, but your hands glow and his wince begins to like fade as the relief comes. Even you untie the splint on his wing and he gives it a few stretches. Says, "You may be extremely annoying, but you are practical. Go back and join your friends and keep doing that to them."
I don't know why, but like, even though I don't really have like any Aarakocra friends, like, I just really don't like seeing like a fellow avian just being out there by themselves, even if it's your duty. But I guess I'll leave you be since it's your want.
Yes.
Come on,
I
Corvus.
hope you'll
Say
find.
goodbye to Mr. Bubbo, and we can get out of here.
Stop calling him that.
Bye.
if it's any consolation, I think a better name for you might be just Thorin, if that's fine with you. If not, I'll just quit.
No.
Alright. Well, I hope you have a good night.
Well, it's
I leave.
middle of the day, but. Alright.
As we're leaving, I call up, don't forget to reboard that window!
I will.
As I climb through it.
Yeah, he picks up a rock and a few and rips some nails off of a few pews and starts boarding up the window again.
Mm-hmm.
As you're yeah. So, y'all return back to the ship?
Just looking it over, making sure. This sea chart is the one I saw in my vision, yes?
The one you saw in your vision was curled up, and it was in a different spot from where you found it. However, the
I did
island
have a vision a week before these guys died, so
yeah. However, you do see the island on it is labeled Mulioth.
all right.
As you hold it, there is an iridescent shimmer in what light there is.
I'll give this a better look over once we get out away from this ash.
All right. As you get back to your ship and you're leaving the town.
For now at least, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as you leave the town, you see the squirrel climb up. As you sail away, you see the squirrel climb up onto one of the supports for the pier and just stare at you as you sail off into the distance. And as you do sail, as you gain distance from Ordonis, you see the glow on the ruby of your bracer start to fade.
We're definitely gonna have to come back here at some point.
All right. But as you leave the Ashen City, the Ashen Town, this scorched. As you leave the Scorchwood Forest behind, set sail back, you feel the bitter winter chill start to set in once more as you return to a normal winter sea, with a vast journey ahead of you before you can actually get Muliath, sailing around the Boot of Aelm. Before you can get to it, which will take a few weeks. I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
Awesome.
A bit of a shorter episode, but we did start later.
Yeah.
Alright, so, check out some of the other stuff on the channel. I am playing Paper Mario 64. My boyfriend Scraps is playing, what is he playing?
DuckTales.
Ooh woo, yes, DuckTales. And you are playing...
I'm playing Pikmin 2.
Yep, we are almost done. Hopefully. Then there
We
is...
got like 80% of the debt now.
85%. We only need 1,500 more. And there is also Chalkvy's homebrew campaign, or homebrew system, Plasticos, where we recently learned about a thing called the Vermin Lord. So go check that out. So, comment challenge of the day. What's your favorite kind of tree?
Ebony.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Comment challenge.
I also like
I like pecans.
mahogany.
What's
Ooh,
your
blackthorn.
favorite tree?
Yeah.
Pecan tree's a pretty solid choice. It's a pretty solid choice, but I don't know if that's a valid choice for you and I, considering it's the state tree.
Look, I used to eat
Joshua
pecan.
tree.
Every November I would go to my grandma's and I would gather pecans for the pecan pie.
Joshua
I mean,
tree.
hey, so did I. My grandma also had a pecan tree.
Yeah, everyone's
Hers-
grandma had
hers is in
pecan
the-
trees.
Hers is in
We
the
have a
front yard.
walnut tree in our backyard.
Ooh, yum.
I've got a
Walnut's a
pecan
pretty
tree in
good
my
one.
backyard.
Are you allergic to pecans, Biddy?
No, I'm not allergic to any tree nuts. Only peanuts and cashews.
So legumes.
Aren't
I don't know if cashews are a legume, but they're not a nut.
Oh right, they grow on as the stem
they
of
come
a
from
fruit.
a fruit?
Yeah, they grow as the stem of a
Yeah,
fruit.
nuts
That's
don't.
all right. Well, with that out of the way, there's nothing left to say. But good night, everybody.
I learned that
Well,
by from a
bye.
Busted song. Goodbye.